In general, when you start up Studio One, you're going to be greeted by the start screen, which is what we are looking at right now. I'm just going to take a couple of minutes to tell you what's on the start screen and what you should care about when it pops up in front of you. So, first of all, a couple of things to point out. I'm using Studio One Professional. Most of you will either be using Prime or Artist. Now, 90% of the time when you're on the start screen as a voiceover artist, you're going to go to this section of the start screen. You're either going to create something new, a new chapter, a new book, a new project, or you're going to go to something that you already have open, so therefore the recent files list. The Songs tab right next to that is a list of all of the projects or files in the Songs folder for Studio One. So again, 9 out of 10 times, you're either going to create a new song or go to something you've been working on. Moving over to the next pane, you're going to see Artist Profile and SoundCloud. Artist Profile is optional. It's a way for you to add information about you as an artist. You can see that I have put nothing in mine. But you can add your name, the genre in which you work, and a link to your website. And if you choose to do so, you can also add a photo or a logo or some kind of icon. SoundCloud is for people who want to link their account to SoundCloud and upload samples. I actually have that set up for a podcast. For most people, that's really not important. Now, I mentioned 90% of the time we are here. Most of the remaining 10% is going to be right here in Setup. When you open up Studio One, you want to ensure that your audio interface is the correct one. Now, I'm working right now on my editing computer, so I don't have an audio interface. But let's say you use a Focusrite or a Studio 2.6. We should see that listed here. If it's not, click on that and change your audio device to the appropriate device. Finally, our far right pane is a news feed and a list of demos and tutorials. Not to say there's not good information here, but most of the time this information is actually directed toward other folks, people who are making music. If I've coached you, you know that we spend a lot of time talking about what's not important, and that a lot of things in Studio One are directed toward songwriters and music producers. That's the case with the news feed. That's also the case with the demos and tutorials. You'll see mine is blank because I've elected not to download those. Final thought here on the start screen. There's two buttons in the upper right-hand corner, Start and Song. Those are quick navigational shortcuts to go between this screen, the start screen, and any open Studio One songs that you have running. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments in our self-help group.